Jimena Flores, a senior with us. Jimena, a big part of this food drive. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this food drive actually came about with Dr. Pizzella after a faculty meeting when we found out that there was going to be SNAP benefits cut off, and she decided that we needed to help our community, especially our students from our school that wouldn't have enough resources during the weekend. So what we did is we started calling all these places, and we had to work with a lot of no's and a lot of yeses. And then afterwards we got all the yeses, we had to go over there and pick it up. And a lot of the students were picking up along with teachers from our own school too, including like our principals like Mrs. Romatin and Mr. Gabriel. And then afterwards, once we got all this stuff, Business Academy along with National Honor Society students helped pack all the food.
Well, it's a big effort. Talk a little bit about, seeing people rise to the occasion, whether it was other classmates or, as you mentioned, some of the staff members here at the school, and it's all about giving, truly.
It was definitely really inspiring seeing this from Dr. Pizzella. She always likes to give back to the community. She likes to do all these like nice things, and she never likes to get recognition for it, which is really important. I think it's like truly so inspiring seeing from a teacher, especially from one that I've had since freshman year. But I think this is like all the work from like our community as a whole that really came together and pulled this food drive together.
All right, Logan Krakenfels with the Business Academy, you're a junior. Talk a little bit about this food drive that you guys put together.
We definitely all as a community had to come together to help a lot of people. So every Friday we wanted to do in November a food drive just for kids to have food over the weekend. So we were always constantly calling places, trying to work with the yeses and nos, and you really find out how generous people are. Shout out to a lot of the businesses that helped us, and of course all the Business Academy that came together. Us students had to go there, drive there, put it in our cars, pick it up, give them tax forms, come here, a lot of communication, a lot of working together, and just overall just very high spirits, and it was such a great thing to do just to help a lot of people.
You need somebody to organize this thing, and that was Dr. Pizzella who kind of put it together, but she gave credit back to people like yourself and some of your classmates that you guys did the legwork and had to go pick up 1,000 pounds of bananas and things like that.
I cannot give enough credit to her. She definitely drove us just to work as hard as we can, be nice. This was such a great opportunity that she provided for us, and she's always doing great things like this, honestly, and I just can't give enough credit to her. Thank you.
With Dr. Pizzella here at the Wilkes Barre Area High School, tell us about Food Bank Friday.
So in the beginning of November, we had a faculty meeting, and Mrs. Romatin was telling us how a lot of kids are going to lose their SNAP benefits. So I immediately went back to my class the next morning and I said, guys, we have to figure this out. Kids are not going to be eating. And they're like, yeah, we got you. And immediately they started making lists, dividing up work, calling places, getting donation after donation. And it turned out that every Friday during the week of November, we were able to put together food, gift cards, and free sandwich coupons, things like that, and feed over 500 kids every week.
It's unbelievable, this effort, gearing up right here before Thanksgiving. You really had some local businesses that put themselves out there, and a lot of turkeys for a lot of people.
Yes, so it was kind of wild. God always works in his own way. And one of the kids reached out to Dino's Pizza at the mall, and they said, yeah, Dr. P, they're good to go for pizza every Friday, but he wants you to call him. So I said, okay, cool. So I gave him a call, and his name is Peter, and his family owns it for generations. And he said, I was kind of looking for someone like you. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, we're looking to give out some turkeys, and we just want to make sure that they get to people who really need them. And I said, oh my gosh, what a blessing that would be. So when we first talked about it, he said, I'm going to talk to my parents, and we're going to commit to 50 turkeys. And then the next week when he brought pizza, he said, Renee, we're going to commit to 100. And last week when he brought pizza, he said, Renee, we have 150 turkeys for you. And I literally brought tears to my eyes, because I just can't imagine not being able to sit down with your family and be thankful for what you have or what you don't have. And I worked really hard with Heather Johnson and the Key Club and Mr. Gashevsky and the Honor Society, and we were able to get as much canned goods as possible. So we're able to pair the entire meal with the turkey and feed families. So yesterday we went up, Dino's and Harry's You Pull It, they kind of combined their efforts and their money, and that's who paid for our turkeys. And we had a little thank you at the mall, and we then put as many boxes as we could in our cars and turkeys in our cars, and we started delivering them to families. And it really and truly was so beautiful to see how grateful these people were. I had one mom that like just could not stop hugging me, and it just makes you go home and think like, geez, there's really so much more to life than we really stop every day to think about.
These kids right now working behind us, and they get a little taste of this as well.
They do, and I'm telling you, like, for how many people have said like, oh, Renee, great job. Like, it's not about Renee, a great job. I literally said to the kids, like, we have to do something, and this was all them. All them. I sent emails if they told me to send emails. So just because my name was behind it, it was their drive, their dedication, and all about them.
All right, we appreciate what you and the students are doing here at Wilkes Barre High School.
Thanks.